Hello and welcome to the 2015 Content and Social Media Strategy for the iKeepSafe Coalition, created for ICM 526 by myself, Krista Meyers. The iKeepSafe Coalition is dedicated to keeping the children of the world safe online. So in an effort to help them make the world a better place, I've created a community management plan that should help them in gaining the exposure that they deserve. So throughout this presentation, I'll share with you their challenge or their need. I'll tell you about their target audience, and we'll talk about their goal as well. We'll discuss important metrics and view their social media plan step by step. And then finally, I'll introduce a content calendar and suggest some ways to promote it successfully. All right, let's get started. Because the iKeepSafe organization is a community that lives online, it's important that their social media presence is strong. They need more exposure, influence, engagement, and actions to achieve better brand awareness. And to make sure that they get that, their goal is to grow their social media presence by 50%. Meet Lisa. She's a working mother of 2 or more with an absolute crazy schedule, a small budget, and not a whole lot of free time whatsoever. Lisa is our target audience. Our social media goal is to give parents like Lisa the information and tools they need to teach children the safe and healthy use of technology and the internet. We want to grow our social following by 50%. So since the majority of helpful content will be coming from our blog, we also want to see a boost in blog traffic by 50% as well. And once our social media and blog traffic increases, we should see a noticeable jump in our organic search traffic for our website of at least 30% from the keyword searches. In order to reach our challenge and metric benchmarks, we'll start implementing a plan that includes regular scheduled Facebook conversations, Twitter campaigns, and blog posts. We'll create a content engine using new, recycled, and relevant information, and we'll market this content to the influencers of our community in order to keep the conversations going. So let's look at each of these steps just a little closer in order to get a better feel for the specifics. In order to start a Facebook conversation that's relevant and timely, the first thing we need to do is listen. What is our community saying to us right now? Second, we should check out our content calendar to see if the day, week, month, any of that holds any real significance for our audience. If not, we can share an experience from one of our staff members in order to help humanize our brand. We can ask questions by creating polls. For example, which device has the best parental controls? A, B, C, or D? Things like that. And finally, we need to make sure that we are thanking the members in our community for contributing in any way, big or small. For our Twitter campaigns, we'll incorporate hashtags and we'll track their usage. We'll start occasional memes similar to BYOD or Bring Your Own Device in order to get people excited about our events. We'll use tweets to promote new products or downloads, and we'll incorporate JavaScript buttons into our Twitter feed in order to increase the distribution of our content. Using the content calendar, we'll create fresh posts that are scheduled. These blog posts will consist of new and recycled information that is both relevant and timely. And for our content engine, we'll create an ebook that focuses on internet safety. From that, we'll be able to recycle the content and publish it across multiple media platforms. We'll read the ebook out loud to create an audiobook. Next, we'll strip the audio from the video in order to create a podcast. And then we'll create a SlideShare presentation from the ebook that focuses on the highlights. We'll promote these products across all platforms while tying them back to the website for the downloads. This will simultaneously help to increase social media traffic, blog traffic, and website visits. So for influencer marketing, we'll start with the keyword search using social media listening tools like Topsy and Social Mention in order to find the main influencers in our community. Once we've identified them, we'll market our content towards them in order to create engagement and brand advocates, which in turn is obviously going to lead to more brand awareness. This is our content calendar, okay? It's 3 months, and there's a lot of information crammed into this calendar. Here we can clearly see what's on the agenda for each week. We have themes, events, subjects, media types, and platforms used for promotion over here. So the first part of our content engine is the ebook. We're going to start promoting that the last week of October. You can see it right here. And internet safety, it is an easy tie-in with the scary feel of Halloween. So we can see the subject, Halloween should be scary, the internet should not. We'll be using posts, tweets, and links for the free ebook download. And then over here, you'll see which platforms that we'll be promoting them on. Then we wrap up the content engine with the second week. We'll be promoting the Internet Safety podcast, and then the week after that will be the slide share, and we can go through and see exactly how those weeks are going to play out with that. Now, like I said, I've got a few months worth of the content calendar, and I'm not going to go through every single bit of it because it would just take forever. But to give you a quick overview, a lot of this content is, it has to do with what's going on at the time. So, for instance, this is, it's getting close to Thanksgiving, so the theme is thankful for support. We're going to thank, it's going to be a Thanksgiving observance, basically, to say thanks to our supporters and others who share the viewpoints and concerns that we do. We'll have compelling stories from our supporters, possibly some videos or links to share. And the platforms we'll promote the content with will be the blog as the lead, and then followed by Facebook and Twitter. Also, the next week is the beginning of the holiday shopping season. We'll talk about which e-devices are safest for kids. Let's see, this next round of information also focuses on the holidays and what's happening and how we can tie it in with what we do. New Year's Eve is all about reputation management on the web. What's your e-resolution for the next week? Things like that. This one we can see that we have bullying and the civil rights movement centered around MLK's birthday. The subject is, what did MLK do? What would he do today if he were the victim of cyberbullying? And we can see, how it all ties in together very nicely. So using all of these techniques in conjunction with one another creates a solid strategy for meeting your objectives, identifying your needs, the target audience, and goals is important to gain a basic understanding of where you are versus where you want to be. And using social media to create great content marketed towards your influencers is a win-win. Not only does it start a conversation, but it engages the audience, creates brand advocates, and positions you as a leader in your community. Using both the content engine and the content calendar will help you to be on track. It'll help you stay focused. It'll also ensure that fresh content will be there in order to keep the conversation going. The end result is that your social media presence will grow substantially. You'll likely surpass the goal of the 50% increase within the first 6 months. Thank you very much.